Welcome back, everybody, to the Kansas City Royals franchise here in MLB The Show 21. Got a loaded episode for you guys today. As you see, it is a 51-minute video. So we've got the season simulation going. We've got this gameplay against the New York Yankees. Daniel Lynch taking the mound against Gerrit Cole. Should be a good game. All things considered, this is one of the best teams in the series as far as year one goes. So New York is really playing good baseball. I think they're at the top of the leaderboard in the AL East. And we're just trying too hard, I think. Diving for baseballs, allowing runs in the first inning, with nobody down, of course. And New York showing out why they are one of, if not the best team in the majors. It's already 2-0. Lopez is going to make this play. We finally have our first out tallied here in the first inning. We got Giancarlo Stanton going to strike out as Daniel Lynch trying to get back into a little bit of a groove here. He's got Aaron Judge swinging and missing again at another slider. So we got 2 straight strikeouts for Daniel Lynch on the slider. And as we talked about, we're going up against Gerrit Cole in this one. He's been pitching great, 2.35 ERA. And so far, he's just picking up right where he's really left off all season long. Nicky Lopez in the number 2 spot today is going to lift a long fly ball out there to deep center field. But that is going to be caught by Aaron Hicks. Really good outfielder out there. Has been for quite some time. So here it looks like a base knock up the middle, but Gerrit Cole going to make a play, at least to stop it from getting through. Not going to matter. Salvi is going to run it out and get to first base safely. Base hit back up the middle for Jorge Soler. And now the Royals have a little something cooking here in the bottom of the first, I should say. Bottom of the first with 2 on. And Ryan O'Hearn actually hitting very well so far in the last couple of games. Hitting .350. At that starting first base gig, he's really taken to it and really showing that he wants to come back and be the starter next season. So we got bases loaded with that walk and an 0-2 count. Hunter Dozier strikes out. Bad swing by the user. Bad swing. Very bad swing. Let's go to the top of the second inning after the Royals can't cash in on an opportunity here to make Gerrit Cole pay. We do get the first out, is a long fly ball, almost a home run distance, but we do get a strikeout here. Daniel Lynch still continuing to find his groove here a little bit earlier in this game after that 2-run first. Next batter, get a line drive, Michael Taylor to center field. We got 2 down here with a runner on first. And then we got Mondesi actually going to put a charge into this one. Is it going to be enough to go? No, it's going to fall at the base of the wall. Aaron Judge has got to go all the way around as it wraps all the way around to the right field wall there. Kind of a weird bounce off of that wall in the corner. But anyway, either way, it is an RBI for Mondesi. And we cut the lead in half here. 2-1. Lynch still pitching nicely here. Top of the third inning, and we've got a strikeout again. A nice play by Ryan O'Hearn, taking himself, making the play. And again, another inning goes by. New York can't cash in on anything. Daniel Lynch finally starting to get into that groove. Salvi goes up the middle one more time. This one is not going to get blocked by Gerrit Cole, and that's going to be a base hit up the middle. Jorge Soler comes up, and he's going to get a base knock, but take a look at this. Salvador Perez is rounding second and heading for third. A bad throw. A good throw probably would have gotten him, but Soler gets a base knock down the third base line. We got Ryan O'Hearn coming up, and he's going to swing at a pitch that, that could have been it was close, too close to take. So he swings, and Salvi is going to come in. It was a foul ball, but either way, a sac fly is a sac fly nonetheless. So O'Hearn drives in Salvador Perez. It is a 2-2 game. Hunter Dozier comes up with 1 down, and that's a base hit up the middle. And we get a little mound visit. Gerrit Cole here in the bottom of the third. Tyler Naquin has a chance to keep the inning going, but he's going to strike out here, and Andrew Benintendi puts a charge into it, but just not enough out there in right, and Aaron Judge will make the catch. All right, so let's go to the top of the 5th inning. So we're going to skip the 4th. We're going to go straight to the 5th, and we get a double here. We were playing in the shift again. We were playing in a righty shift. And that's going to be a double as they go to the opposite side of the field here. Nicky Lopez, he's going to third. Whoa, he gets him with that strong arm. Nicky Lopez. What a heads-up play there in a close game. Help your pitcher out any way that you can. That's a great decision there, man. I mean, Yeah, normally you go to first base on that play, but he's got a strong arm over there, and he goes to third on the line drive, one hopper. I don't fault him for that decision, obviously, because it worked. But a base hit here with 2 down in the top of the 5th, and this one's just going to squeak right on down the line, and that is going to be good for possibly 2 runs. Nicky Lopez in the relay! He's going to nail Clint Frazier. Oh, and then look at the face. Yeah, we've all been there. That's the face of disgust, man. You can keep that face. You can keep that face on throughout the rest of the game, man. 3-2 New York. Jorge Soler in the bottom of the 5th inning is going to get on with a double. Man, so we are starting to get the offense going just a little bit. Here's Ryan O'Hearn's going to get a base hit. Are we going to challenge the throw from right? No, we are definitely not challenging that throw from right. Aaron Judge got behind that one, got a good throw off. And now we have runners on the corners here. Double play, don't do it. We do get a fly ball though. We get the sac fly, and that does a job. So the game is now tied 3-3. So every time New York punches us, we punch them right back. 2 down here in Tyler Naquin, 1-1 count, and again just another low pitch. He's got hot zones down there in the lower half of that strike zone. So I know I like to hit with him there, but he just keeps hitting line drives right back at people. But take a look in right field out here. It's an adventure out here with Jorge Soler today. He just misjudged it, ran right past it, and it goes all the way to the wall back there and leads to a DJ LeMahieu triple, and then Stanton comes up. And despite Michael Taylor's effort here, his arm strength, and Nicky Lopez's arm strength, the relay throw doesn't come in time, and DJ LeMahieu gets in with a run scored. Now take a look at this play, man. Look at this play. Nicky Lopez. That's a nice little move there at second. 4-4 game, and Andrew Benintendi. Can he get something going for us? It's long, it's deep, it's over the wall. Home run. Andrew Benintendi. This guy has been great in user games in the last few games, in the last few uploads, man. I'm really starting to feel it hitting with Andrew Benintendi. I don't see him going anywhere, man. He's not going anywhere. I'm keeping him as long as we can make sure that he's a good rating, he's playing well for us in Sim. As long as he's doing that, I love hitting with him. He should be a Royal for a long, long time in this series. So Garrett Cole, we've knocked him out. It's Domingo Germán time in the bottom of the 6th inning with nobody down. Full count, Michael Taylor going to ground out here. Good play by Gleyber Torres. Next batter up, Mondesi going to ground out to DJ LeMahieu. That's the 2nd out of the inning. Now Nicky Lopez, line drive to third baseman, Gio Urshela. And that is going to do it for the Royals. Half of their inning. Daniel Lynch still out there in the top of the 7th. He's going to get a strikeout here, so he's been pitching great. And then a little check swing here, but, ooh, he's got to avoid the broken bat. And he gets the 2nd out. Higashioka going to strike out as well, so that's Daniel Lynch's 7th strikeout of the day. And we're going to go ahead and jump to the top of the 8th inning, guys. So Josh Stalmont comes on in here with 1 out, and this play in foul territory. Hunter Dozier makes it look easy. He's going to get the ground out. Good play. Aaron Hicks up, and we are going to get that fly ball. Taylor camps underneath it, and the 8th inning goes without a hitch. So it's still tied 4-4. 2 down here, bottom 8, and Benintendi going to ground out. Germán was still out there pitching. Let's go to the top of the 9th. Tyler Naquin makes the play here. That's going to be the first out in the top. Let's go against Stanton. Let's see. 2-2 count. Ground balls. Stalmont gets the 2nd. No! Dozier. Dang it, man. You made that play in foul ground, in foul territory. Come on. You got to make that play, though. Tim LeCastro comes on. He's going to attempt a stolen base, and he's just too fast. Salvi, even though he's got a gun back there, he can't catch Tim LeCastro. So now we have Aaron Judge on an 0-2 count. Curveball. Strike 3, looking at the knees. Gotta love it. Good pitch by Josh Stalmont. Next batter up is going to lift a little pop-up into foul ground, and Ryan O'Hearn makes the play, guys. We are going into the bottom of the 9th inning with a chance to win it. Little pop-up, second base, right field, can't get there. Michael Taylor gets on with a leadoff single here in the top of the 9th. Now, you would have thought maybe we might want to bunt here, but Mondesi has shown some surprising power and some gap shots here in the last couple games, and I figured we might as well try to hit with him. But it doesn't work out here. He's going to fly out. Next batter up, Nicky Lopez gets a little opposite field single, little flare job. And then this might be a double play, but they are going to only get one. Salvador grounds out, but moves each runner up a base. So we only need one, though. That runner at third's got to come in. Jorge Soler against Domingo Germán. And Boone is going to say, nope, we want to walk Jorge Soler and put the lefty on Justin Wilson. Now, take a look at this. We have an opportunity here with Hanser Alberto coming up to pinch hit for Ryan O'Hearn. That's what we're going to do. He hits lefties at a 99 clip, at a 99 rating, and we swing at the first pitch. It's frustrating, man. You got a 99 contact guy. It's a good pitch to hit, and you just didn't get the PCI in the right spot. Very frustrating. So a lot of user error going on here right now, but not right here. A good play by Nicky Lopez. Again, defensively, he's been great today. Kyle Zimmer checks in, gets 2 easy outs here in the top of the 10th, and Clint Frazier comes up. He's going to lift a fly ball deep to left, carrying, but Naquin camps underneath this and makes the play. Let's go to the bottom of the 10th here. Justin Wilson still out there, and Dozier going to strike out, but Tyler Naquin gets the perfect. Could this be the walk-off? No, it's going to go all the way to the warning track, and Naquin rolls in with a 1-out double, but he doesn't have a ton of speed at second, so we have to pinch run. That's what was suggested. We click it. We say we want to pinch run, but I'm not paying attention. Andrew Benintendi, who hit a home run earlier, is highlighted, and Jared Dyson is the pinch hitter. And, man, that is pain. Absolute pain. But can we end it? Can we end it? Can we stop the bleeding? 9-game losing streak is finally over. User error doesn't play a factor. Thank God. Thank God. Michael Taylor gets a walk-off 2-run shot, and New York goes bye-bye. See you later. Thanks for playing. Goodbye. I love hitting with Michael Taylor, man. That's like a couple I've hit a couple walk-offs in some series with Michael Taylor, man. Detroit Tigers, MLB The Show 17 or like 18, way back when. He's good. I like hitting with him, man. I like hitting with him. So, good win against New York, despite all of the little bits and pieces of adversity that we had to face, self-induced sometimes, but good win against New York. Way to stop the bleeding. All right, guys, so with the win against New York, 6-4, thank you, Michael Taylor, for ending the bleeding. How many games was that? 9 straight, I think? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9 games in a row we lost. And we finally got a walk-off victory here against New York. Got a win there against St. Louis, also 6-4. Had a bad loss, but then we got on a little bit of a winning streak there. Kind of got the hopes back up. 3 games in a row, 2 games in a row. Off and on. There you go. So that's the month of August for you. So we went 10-18 total in the month of August. We've got the month of September here left to go. And I think I want to get to this series here against Oakland. We've got a couple night games here. We got a day game at home. We got a nice little home stretch in the middle of September to pretty much close off the year. And it's against a pretty relatively close Oakland team. We're 61-71. They're 62-70. I think that's a good barometer and a good measure of where we're at as a club right now, is to go up against this Oakland team and see how we're going to do. So with that, when we get into September, guys, here's the September call-ups that are recommended that we go off and we go do. So we go get them. We go bring them up to the big club. Chance Adams, Olivares, MJ Melendez, Starling, Kyle Isbell. I'm not against bringing up an extra outfielder or a position player here to just test some guys out and see if I like them. Maybe they could be a bench player in 2022. We'll have to see. But initially, guys, what I wanted to do, what I was going into this thinking, is that I wanted to give Asa Lacy the call-up. Like, look at his numbers there. Ever since we moved him up from AA to AAA, he's had a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, 3.38, 1.25. He's been pitching good. He's a 71. It's not like he would do bad. right? Plus, he's another lefty pitcher that could really help us, but he's not on the 40-man. He's not on the 40-man. And currently, if you look over to the right-hand side of the screen here, with the 40-man, we're currently 27 in the bigs, 11 at AAA, that would give you the 38, 1 in AA, that's 39. We have 39 people on the 40-man roster. We currently have 2 people that are hurt, which is Danny Duffy, not on the 40-man because you're on the injured list. And then you've got Whit Merrifield, who's also out 1 to 2 months, which he's not going to be a factor anyway. He's not going to come into this and kind of ruin our plans here, right? So he's out officially for the rest of the year, so you can't even count him. But the wild card here is Danny Duffy. He's going to come back in 1 to 2 weeks. He'll be back by the time we get to that Oakland series. So if you basically call a guy up, what I'm trying to get at here is if you call a guy up of Asa Lacy and you put him on the 40-man, somebody's got to get kicked off the 40-man once Danny Duffy comes back off the injured list. So who that's going to be, looking at the 40-man here, going by lowest overall, it's probably Wade Davis gets kicked off the 40-man, maybe Tyler Zuber, maybe Lovelady, but I think Lovelady would probably be a guy that somebody picks up, a 25-62B. I don't think anybody's picking up Wade Davis. Might be a chance worth taking. Yeah, that's got to happen. All right, so Wade Davis is currently in the process of moving down to AAA. Let's keep simming. And then there you go. So Evan Mendoza sustained a injury, inflamed hip, about 1 to 2 weeks. That's fine. We'll keep him active. There's no reason to start messing with that. But we are 66 and 78. The Oakland A's are 66 and 77. So again, just kind of like I thought, we are still fairly close to one another. Look at Jackson Kowar's numbers, guys. He's 2 and 9. I really thought he was going to get it together, man. 5 ERA right there. We saw 2 games of Jackson Kowar at the AAA level, and then at the big league level when he made his major league debut, which he won. But ever since then, he's only gotten 1 win since. He's 2 and 9, 5 ERA, and 87 2/3 of innings pitched. So maybe that's a game that we can kind of flex a little bit, right? Because I do want to see some other dudes here. So we got Jackson Kowar. We've actually seen everybody start. We've seen Lynch start. We've seen Ajunas start. We've seen Kowar twice, once at the bigs, once at AAA. We've seen Keller and Singer. So I wonder if we give Asa Lacy the call. What if we give Asa Lacy his first ever major league start for Jackson Kowar? We swap him out, and then we can actually see Asa Lacy pitch in a first major league start. So he's already had his major league debut at some point, but I think that would be kind of a good story there for him. So let's actually go see Asa Lacy pitch against Chris Bassett. And because this is one of the last games that we are going to see in gameplay, I want to give some of these other guys a shot that we haven't seen yet. Like Alcides Escobar at shortstop. Maybe that's a move that we can make. I know Adalberto Mondesi has been great for us all year long, but I do want to give Escobar his due for you guys that are Royals fans out there. We'll keep Soler in the lineup. I want to move Edward Olivares to the lineup as well. I want to get him a start. We can move him in for Michael Taylor. Maybe we can get Ryan O'Hearn a couple ABs. He's got 10 homers, 232. He's really picked it up. He could play third. He's got a decent arm enough for it. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll get Mejia a start there. That's what we'll do. So we'll do the big time backup, the backup role here. All right, guys, so that's going to be the lineup. We got Escobar leading us off. I know, weird, right? But 82 vision, hard to argue with that. Doesn't have a hit yet, so maybe we can get a knock for him at the leadoff spot. We're going to go with a little bit more power at the number 2. Benintendi, probably in this lineup, and specifically this lineup, he's probably our better hitter of the whole bunch. Soler's got 42 homers this year, so hopefully we can get him up to like 40, 45 by the end of the year. Maybe we can get that. Plus, I want to get him to 100 RBIs today. That'd be huge. Ryan O'Hearn to play first base. We got a couple lefties going up against Bassett. Valorio get the start. Mejia's going to move to third. Olivares going to be batting 8, and then Nicky Lopez in the 9. So Nicky Lopez, even with 88 vision, he's hitting 207. So, you know, it's about production. It's about production. You got to move all the way down. So I like the lineup for what it is and what we're trying to accomplish here. So let's get into some gameplay. All right, guys, we've got Asa Lacy against the Oakland Athletics and Chris Bassett. We're back here in Kauffman Stadium at home. The friendly confines. Yes, I'm totally going to use that, even though that's a Cubs thing. But the friendly confines of the home crowd, the hometown crowd, that should be a good spot for Asa Lacy to officially make his Major League debut with a start, right? He's been in the majors for a couple innings now, 11.1 to be exact. But so far, his Major League start, his first ever Major League start, it should probably get a few jitters out there, but so far, so good. He's got circle change moving around. He's got guys missing, totally whiffing out there. We've got Matt Olson not missing a beat here. I thought that was a home run, but apparently they're going to say it's foul. Either way, 3-2 count here. Lacy is going to miss inside, and that is going to be ball 4. And that's going to lead to Matt Chapman coming on, and a long fly ball deep to left center. That's going to hit the wall. And we've got Olson rounding third base, headed for home. He scored from first, guys. He scored from first on that hit. So I guess 2 outs, you're running anyway with a full head of steam with 2 down. Any ball in play, there's no stopping at all. So that must have been what happened. But 1-0 after Matt Chapman drives in the run and Olson scores. Escobar going to lead us off here with a ground ball. Back to Chapman. Gets the easy out. Tyler Naquin hitting second today. He's going to ground out. And that's out number 2 for the Royals. Andrew Benintendi hitting third. That's a perfect. Could it get by Berea? No. Oh, man, I wish that did. That might have been. That could have been a triple for Benintendi. But Soler comes up, and another bad swing. Man, I can't get those inside pitches timed up correctly. You got to get early on them. You got to wrap those hands like real quick. You got to be quick inside, and so far I'm just not. So top of the second, Ryan O'Hearn gets a pitch right down the middle, and this is carrying center fielder giving chase. That's Berea. He can't make the play. That is over the fence. And Ryan O'Hearn with his 11th home run on the season in limited playing time. We've talked about the first base position quite often for this Royals team. Since we moved on from Santana, I've given O'Hearn and McBroom opportunities. I'm really liking what O'Hearn has been able to do here in the recent couple games in this stretch for him. So I'm actually really impressed. But Jorge Soler, again, it's been an adventure out there in right field. We saw him against the New York Yankees. He's just not fast enough to be in right field in that corner especially. So we get a leadoff double by Piscotty. First out of the inning is going to go to Olivares, but he throws the ball away. It's not even that long of a throw. Olivares, like, dude, wake up. You gave the guys an extra base. Next batter up is Berea. He's going to get a little ground ball here to Asa Lacy, who makes the play at first. That's 2 down. If we can get out of this with no runs scored against us, that would be huge. But Matt Olson comes up. He's always a threat in the batter's box. He's going to hit a long fly ball here to right. Soler makes the play. And we do. We get out of this inning with nothing scathed against us. So let's go to the top of the 4th inning. And Chad Pinder with a runner on base, lefty on righty. He loves those matchups. He's going to get a 2-run home run. And this one was a no-doubter, 410 feet. And Lacy is thinking, man, this is just not going how I thought it might go. We do get a strikeout, though, on Sean Murphy. And the inning is over. Next up, be Benintendi here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Does get a base knock. That's a good way to lead us off here on an 0-2 count. Soler comes up, hits a fly ball to right. Is it going to fall? Nope. Piscotty makes the play in right. And we are now with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Now, O'Hearn, with that solo home run earlier, just missed it. Look at that PCI location on the ball. Just missed it. Probably could have had another one there with a little bit more of a tweak. But guess who doesn't miss? Guess who doesn't miss? Mabrys Valoria comes up with 2 down and ties the game with a 2-run shot. I love it. I love it. There's guys that I love hitting with on this Royals team One would be Benintendi. The other would be Mabrys Valoria, dude. I hope that Valoria in 2022, I hope he can perform in spring training. I hope that he sticks around for us and really makes an impact for this lineup next year. But take a look at Eric Mejia. Remember, I like hitting with Eric Mejia, too. We saw him down in the AAA system in that minor league update. He's been hitting well. Gets a double here with 2 outs. Edward Olivares going to send a single back up the middle, and Bassett is going to give up another run. Mejia scores from second. Royals take the lead. So Olivares makes up for that error that he had a little bit earlier in the game, and the Royals now have a lead. Mickey Lopez up with a curveball strike. Olivares going to steal a base, so we are keeping the pressure on Oakland. Here's a little fly ball. It's between second and right, in between center field, but second baseman will make the play here, and Nicky Lopez unfortunately can't get a hit, man. His batting average is just dipping. Scott Barlow going to check in now for Asa Lacy after a walk here in the top of the 6th inning. So I was really hoping for a quality start for him, but 70 some odd pitches for Lacy and kind of giving up a few extra base shots against this good hitting Oakland team. I figured now is probably the time to go make a change. So Barlow gets out of the inning, and we've got a base hit, an infield single for Mabrys Valoria. He's now 2 for 2, I believe. 2 for 2 or 2 for 3 at this point, and Chris Bassett's day is done. Either way, that was a good play at shortstop to try to get Valoria out. Doesn't have a ton of speed, so at least they gave him a chance. Mejia comes up, hits a little lazy fly ball. Second baseman will make the play here as well. Olivares, 2-1 count, and he sends a charge into this one. And center fielder Barea didn't look like he got a really good jump on it. He actually came in on the ball at first, but he makes up for it and makes the play here in deep center field. Olivares probably a little pissed off, man. That might have been a real good shot to get a double. Another RBI for him, too. I mean, he just missed it as well. But Barlow going to strike out Chad Pinder. He's going to strike out Sean Murphy. And in the top of the 7th, we've already got 2 Ks here. Lopez on a 1-hop makes the play in the grass, and we're out of the 7th inning here. So let's go to Josh Stalmont in the top of the 8th, as our offense can't do anything in the bottom of the 7th. So let's go to the top 8. And he hits the first batter he faces, which is Elvis Andrus. Next batter, literally the next pitch, he hits Barea. They had the bunt going on. I like curveballs. I like breaking balls on bunts. They do tend to pop them up, and just a lot of weak contact there. And unfortunately, he hit him, man. He hit him. That's 2 pitches. 2 pitches for Stalmont, 2 batters hit, and we can't pull them because you got to face 3. So this is a very, very dire situation. We have a lefty on a righty, and the lefty happens to be Matt freaking Olson. So Josh Stalmont, a guy that has not had a lot of control so far in his first 2 pitches, you got to get this guy out. How's this going to pan out, man? I'm a little nervous. 1-1 count. Needing to rely on the fastball is Stalmont. He throws this high and in. It's going to be a ball. We're continuing to stick with the fastball, and he misses again. It's a 3-1 count. Matt Olson, you can't mess around with him. You don't have a choice. You have to go after him now with a fastball. So we do. We get a strike called here. Fastball inside, gonna break, and strike 3 called. And Matt Olson gives the, I don't even know what that is. But Matt Olson says, I just died. That's a good pitch. 0-2 count. Matt Chapman, fly ball to left, and we make the play. But Naquin misses the cutoff man. Luckily, Eric Mejia is there to cut it off, and we get the next batter up, and that is going to be a strike 3. Swing and a miss by Mark Cana. And Stalmont, man, he comes through in that top of the 8th. Oof, it was a little dicey. Mabrys Valoria looking for his 3rd hit on the game, but Matt Chapman steals this one away, and we are going to go to the top of the 9th inning. Can we close it down with Kyle Zimmer? That is going to be a line drive to left field, and Tyler Naquin with the good defense. If that was a double, if he missed this, if he misjudged this, this would have been a dire situation here, because that probably would have scored the run right there. That single right there would have been 4-4. So Kyle Zimmer got to get a job done here, man. Murphy is up. He's going to strike out again. I think he's got the sombrero, the golden sombrero, man. 3 strikeouts in a game. Has not been a fun one for Sean Murphy, but we have now driven this thing to a full count against Stephen Piscotty, and he's going to take a pitch right down the middle. Little low, but right down the middle, and he doesn't even give his team a chance. Piscotty's going to strike out, guys. That is going to do it for today's ball game. It is a 4-3 final score. So 2 wins in today's episode, one against a really good team in New York, and the other against a team that's very similar to us this season, the Oakland A's. So good wins, no matter how you slice and dice it. Very good gameplay here today. Let's now move into a season simulation and end year number 1. We'll do a playoff sim as well and get a little bit of a preview at the roster for 2022. I really wanted to get a home run with Jorge Soler right there to get to 43 home runs on the year. Just didn't happen, fortunately. But either way, good win. Asa Lacy was solid. Wasn't too impressive, but he was solid against Oakland. I would have liked to see him do a little bit better against a pretty weak Oakland offense. All things considered, Matt Olson not playing too well. You guys saw the statistics there, 238 batting average. Matt Chapman, obviously a good player, but for whatever reason, the Oakland team just not really putting it all together here. So when I say weak, I don't mean in real life. I mean just in this series. So they're not having the best of year. I would have liked to see Asa Lacy clutch up a little bit more than he did, but either way, pitched decently, had a solid start. Did not get the quality start, but either way, as far as his major league debut of his first ever start as a major league pitcher, that was pretty solid. Go of it. All right, so now that September is winding down, guys, we've got 2 more weeks to go against Seattle here, Detroit, Cleveland, and then, of course, the last game here in October, the last series, I should say, in October against the Twins. So let's go ahead and simulate all of September and see how we are going to do. And Storm Chasers didn't make it, and the Naturals did not make it as well. So we would not like to stop simulating. We would just like to keep on going here. So 75 and 84. Got a couple more wins down the stretch here, which is nice to see that our team is kind of, in a way, starting to come together a little bit. Jackson Kowar's ERA is starting to come down. He's now 3-10, so he did get a win and a loss in the last couple stretches here. And let's finish out October on a 3-game losing streak, and our record finishes at 75 and 87, and the regular season is over. So, guys, there is your playoff bracket. We've got the White Sox, the Red Sox in the wild card in the American League, National League, the Mets and the Dodgers. Going to the ALDS, we got Houston, Cleveland, then New York will play the wild card. San Diego will play the wild card team, Milwaukee and Washington. Okay, so let's get to the award winners. I'd love to see this. Adalberto Mondesi gets a Gold Glove. That would be our only award that we got this season. American League MVP would be Mike Trout. National League, Eugenio Suarez. Wow, 44 bombs, 132. I would say that he would be deserved of that, even though 269. Get a lot of home runs. 269 is a pretty good batting average for all those home runs. You know, if you're swinging for the fences, of course. But Steven Strasburg was a 20-game winner with a 206. And when they say RBI, it means strikeouts. You guys can figure that out. Juan Soto, 44 for 105, 321. So maybe in real life we would have a big time discussion on who actually deserved the MVP in the National League. Would it have been Suarez or would it have been Soto? Cincinnati didn't make the playoffs. So let's just consider that, right? So going back over to the American League, you got 50 home runs from JD Martinez, 44 for Stanton, but that 250 batting average comes nowhere close to what these guys were doing. Trout, 328, 131. So pretty interesting that both these guys were in the home run derby, right? That faced off against each other. So the Cy Young, I would assume in the National League is going to go to Steven Strasburg, but crazier things have happened. Now think about this: 14-12 Shane Bieber, but 308, 274. I don't even know why that's even in consideration, to be honest with you. Near 500 record, 274 strikeouts, possibly. That's a lot of Ks. That's a ton of Ks right there compared to Cole and Lynn. But yeah, and then there's Strasburg at 20-7, wins it. In the National League, got Clev and DeGrom, 17-8, 220. Pretty good list there. Batting title is going to go to Acuna, 335 for 40 bombs. And then American League no doubt, Mike Trout, reliever of the year. Karinchak, Edwin Diaz, 45 saves. You got a 50 saves from Karinchak and Ryan Presley. That's pretty impressive, man. Jake McGee, also 50 saves. Jonathan India, rookie of the year. Max Kranick, Hae-Seong Kim, and Jared Kelenic, Arihara, Wander Franco. Yeah, pretty good list of rookies of the year there. Hank Aaron Award, no doubt. Acuna, Trout, Harper, Soto, just a familiar list there, guys. And then National League Gold Glove. I'm not too interested in taking a look at that, but, you know, I won't talk too much about it. I'll run through it for you guys in case you're interested. But Paxton for pitcher, Vasquez for catcher. Salvi almost got there, 996. 99 assists, 1,152 putouts. So he actually had the most putouts, but that fielding percentage might have had a couple more errors than Vasquez. Let's take a look here. Let's actually take a look. Vasquez had a total of 3 errors. I would assume that Salvi had maybe like 5 errors. Yep, there you go. So 5 errors. So Salvi just couldn't pull it off, but Luke Voigt, Miguel Cabrera at first base, 995. LeMahieu, Chapman, Mondesi, 996. Gotta love that at shortstop. He was so good in user games. He was so good out there at shortstop. But Nomar Mazara coming in second place. Silver Slugger Awards. Let's go to the National League for Gold Glove. Got Bauer, Corbin, Alzolay, Alfaro, Freddie Freeman. Possibly, maybe we could look at some of these guys if they're free agents, of course, too, if we want to shore up some of the defensive side of things. So good to just take a look at them, if anything. So Ian Happ in center field, Calhoun, Acuna, Polanco, DeGrom, Silver Slugger. He hit 175 and had a home run and 6 ribbies. Gotta love it. But yeah, I'll just go through this thing really quick. If you want to pause the screen, you guys are more than welcome to do that. But let's go to the American League real quick for Silver Slugger. I saw us come up on that list, and we didn't get the notification that we won, so interesting. But JD, Vasquez, Voigt, Lau, Devers, Anderson, Trout, Teoscar, Soler. So pretty interesting. We didn't get the alert that we won the Silver Slugger for outfield. But Soler was awesome, man. 251, 44 bombs, 101. Yeah, he was so good this season for this Kansas City team. I think that one of the reasons why we really pushed the top was because we got similar production from 2019 for Jorge Soler. So if we can get that for next season in 22, when I know we're going to be improving, that's going to be big time. And plus, he's here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, literally the numbers. Literally the numbers, Goldie. 21, 22, 23. He's here for us till 2025. So that's going to get him till what? What is that? 4 more years? That's 5 more seasons. Well, yeah, 4 more years. He'll be 32 years old, so kind of on the downswing at that point. So, yeah, that's your awards, guys. And final standings, in case you really wanted to take a look at them. But Indians won the division. White Sox in the wild card. We came 14 games back. West, I should say. Astros are first. Angels didn't quite make it. Did the Rays? I know the Rays didn't make it, but man, I was really pulling for the Rays, man. Especially since we made that trade with them. So a lot of people in the Rays circles might be a little bit pissed off at him, right? So they might be thinking, "Hey, dude, you just sold off Shane Baz to the Royals, man. All we got back was Carlos Santana. We're 4 games back from the wild card. It sucks, but that's part of the risk you take at the trade deadline, right? We actually came 11 games back from the wild card, so quite the fall from grace, but you knew that was going to happen when you start moving around your pieces, right? Nationals, Mets, of course. The Braves were 15 games back, 14 back from the Mets, so the East was not even a question. The Reds, unfortunately, had a good season, but 3 games back from the Brewers from winning the division. Padres, Dodgers, Giants were playing nowhere close to where they are in real life, of course, but man, the Reds came 8 games back from a wild card. So really their only chance to get into the playoffs was beating the Brewers. So maybe that's what's going to happen in real life. That would be cool if the Reds could pull it off. I'm kind of a Reds slappy. I'm a Nick Castellanos guy. I like his intensity, but Yeah, so that is your standings as well, guys. So why don't we go ahead and actually simulate the playoffs? So the Dodgers have beaten the Nationals in the NLCS. They're going back to the World Series. And it's going to be between Houston and New York. I'm kind of hoping that Houston gets there. I'm not going to lie. I hate the Yankees. I hate them. But I really hate Houston for cheating. So you would think that I'd kind of root for the Yankees in this sense. I hate cheating more than I hate New York. Let's just say that. So there you go. It's going to be Houston and the Dodgers. God, I hope that they get it done. So LA takes the lead 1-0. Houston, don't you do it. It's tied. Houston's winning. Ooh, don't do it to me. Oh, they must have won. So LA tied it up 3-3. Guys, I think you know what we have to do. You know what we have to do, right? We got to get to the Dodgers screen, and we got to watch this unfold. And we will simulate all the way, guys. We'll see what happens here. So go LA, man. Go LA. Get it done. Houston's up. Oh, baby. Look at that. A 4 spot. They just put up a 4 spot. I wonder who did something there for LA. Ooh, you can't really tell. You got Turner, Beatty, Seager, Bellinger, Rios, Lux. Could have been anybody. But, oh, man. They gave up 6 runs in the 7th. Ooh, they got it back to 1. 7-6. 10-6. 10-7. 22 hits. That's bogus. Astros defeat the Dodgers 12-7. That's ridiculous, guys. That's actually insane. 22 hits, and there's something wrong with quick manage. There really is something wrong with quick manage. So with the Astros winning the World Series, guys, in kind of a goofy quick manage Game 7, maybe, who knows what would have happened if I just let it simulate. Probably Houston would have won anyway, but I want to talk to you guys real quick about what I see this team looking like going into 2022. I'm not going to dig too much into contracts. Obviously, Danny Duffy's going to no longer be with us. Brad Keller's a decision that we have to make. Chris Bubich is a decision we have to make as well. Lacey's coming back. I know that for a fact. We're definitely going to try to sign Shane Baz and Jonathan Bolin. Steele. A lot of these one-year guys I do want to extend and re-sign per se. But I want to talk to you guys real quick about where I see this team going in 2022. So obviously we had a very good run at possibly making the playoffs. Did anybody out there that was watching actually feel like this team could have made the playoffs? I don't think that any of you guys thought that we would do it. I personally didn't think that we would do it. 5 games back, I think it was a very sticky situation going into the last day for trade day. We got a ton of pitching prospects. We have a ton of youth. We have a ton of potential here with the pitching staff. Plus, when you talk about middle infield is a very strong position for us, I think that we're going to be okay. I really feel like we're going to be fine. If we get the same production out of Whit Merrifield, if we get a little bit more production out of Salvador Perez next season, the guy hit 201 this year. Like that's not Salvador Perez at all. He's never hit that bad in his entire career. So if we can get better production out of Salvi, I think we'll be fine. I think Whit Merrifield's going to produce just like he always does. I think that Jorge Soler, if we can get another 40 home run season out of Soler, we should be okay there too. But I think that Tyler Naquin trade really provides a lot of better defense there in left field. Maybe. I'm not really into the idea of stealing a position away from Andrew Benintendi heading into the offseason. But especially with that A potential, he's still relatively young. He's got to develop just a little bit more. It's hard to say develop at 26, but I think you guys get where I'm headed with that. So defensively, Benintendi's not all there compared to Tyler Naquin. Like, you want Tyler Naquin in the lineup. You want him out there in left field. I think that's what he provides this team. Considering Michael Taylor in center, maybe possibly you could move Benintendi to right. Maybe you can move him over there to right field. You got 73, 53, 69. And then you look at Soler, he's more of a DH. He's more of a DH. Like, you look at his defense compared to Benintendi. Benintendi's definitely a better fielder. I think that's what we would have to do. So Soler is probably going to move to designated hitter for me next year in 2022. That outfield will be set then. You would literally have Naquin in left, Taylor in center, and then Benintendi in right, Soler at DH. Bobby Witt Jr., I think I want to keep him down in AAA, maybe call him up in spring training, see how he does. But to start off with this season in 2022, I think keeping him down there, 1972, there's no rush. There's really no rush for Bobby Witt. I know there might be a rush for you guys in the viewing section out there, but there's nothing wrong with letting him get some playing time, because right now, you call him up to the big leagues, he's going to be behind Mondesi, he's going to be behind Merrifield. There's just really no spot to put Bobby Witt right now. I mean, unless you move Merrifield to third base, unless you move him over to third, which maybe could be an option. Honestly, could be an option. Hunter Dozier had a pretty decent season, all things considered. 227. I don't like those batting average. I don't like 227. I don't like 228. But this is what Hunter Dozier does. He's going to give you a couple walks. He's going to chip in a little bit there. He's going to give you a couple home runs. It's just kind of just the things that he does, right? Maybe Dozier's a guy that we can be that backup outfielder. He can play a few places. He can play first, left, right, just not center. Maybe that's a possibility for him. Maybe we do move Whit Merrifield to third base and we give Bobby Witt the shot. So these are things that I'm considering moving into 2022. Now, first base is a topic of discussion. I thought Ryan O'Hearn really proved something to me down the stretch. In simulation, he gave us 225, 12 homers in 52 games total. Maybe if he got more playing time, maybe he could actually produce and he could give us something. So I wouldn't say I'm impressed with the output, but I do like the home runs. I do like the home runs in 52 games and limited playing time. It's hard to get into a groove when you're not playing that often. Obviously, the contact numbers, this is what Ryan O'Hearn does. He just hits home runs. So maybe a guy that's going to hit lower in the order, 7, 8, maybe 6. I don't personally don't see him in 6. I think he's more of that 7, 8 guy that can hit you a home run every now and then down deep in the order. Maybe if he's got 3, 4, 5 on. Yeah, I think Ryan O'Hearn is probably going to be our starting first baseman next season if we don't address first base in the offseason. Overall, that's kind of where I see the team right now. I don't see a whole lot of changes, but I could be surprised in the offseason. So let's go ahead now, because I haven't seen anything for the offseason yet. This is all going to be a surprise to me. And we actually have to go into our staff and re-sign some guys. So let's review the retired players here. Nothing really that stands out to me. Jay Happ retires. Drew Butera, Fowler, Suzuki, Sergio Romo, Chavez, Jeff Mathis, Vance Worley. That's a name, man. Andrew Romine retires. Stephen Wright, Wade LeBlanc. Albert Pujols is gone. Pujols is going to the Hall of Fame. That was a guarantee throughout his entire career. 662 home runs total, 298 batting average. Man, if he had just retired a few more seasons earlier, right, he could have had that 300, nice little even 300 clip. But I hope they change this a few years from now. It's just kind of a nitpick. Dodgers logo. He's not retiring as a Dodger, right? He's going to be retiring as a St. Louis Cardinal, I would bet. So, Hall of Fame inductees is done, and we are now going to look at exclusive free agents and reviewing the staff. I'd like to rebrand. No, I wouldn't like to rebrand. I'd like to bring some guys back, is what I was going to say. But we'll look at that in the next video, guys. I'm actually thinking about live streaming the off season, so if you guys would like me to do that, make sure you drop a like. make sure you drop a like even if you liked this video, right? Get those likes pumped up, guys. It's really what helps the algorithm. Leave a comment in the comment section what you think we should do as far as roster goes. Do you think we should make big splashes? Do you think we should try to go after some guys and really sign some dudes up? Now, when we look at exclusive free agents, there's not a whole lot here, right? There's not a whole lot. I don't think I'm bringing Wade Davis back. I don't think I'm bringing Irvin Santana back. He's 30, what? He's going to be 39 at this point, still pitching. Jared Dyson, probably not. You know, we could do a little bit better, I think. I know that speed and that stealing is really good to have off the bench. Alcides, that's going to be a no-go. Jesse Hahn, I've already talked about Hahn. I'm not interested in bringing Hahn back. Danny Duffy, you know, you could cheese the game. You could sign and trade and do all that. I think I'm just going to let Danny Duffy walk. I really wanted to move on from him, but he got hurt, and to kind of keep this thing realistic, I think we'll just let him go. I think we'll just let him walk and test free agencies in 83. So I'm not going to make any moves yet in free agency for these exclusive free agent stuff. Maybe reviewing staff, I'll just go ahead and do. We're not rebranding. Don't worry. That was a slip. But yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think we should do with the exclusive free agents, what you think we should do with the roster. You know, are there things that you heard me talk about, like moving Benintendi to right, Soler to DH, Merrifield to third? You know, what are some things that you guys think that we should possibly do with this team? Let me know in the comment section. I'm open to hearing your guys' suggestions. So guys, that is going to do it for today's episode. Leave a like if you like this thing, and of course let me know in the comment section if you guys prefer a live stream of the offseason or a regular upload of the offseason. Of course, regular upload is just going to be me. It's just going to be me in my opinions on in the moves that I think that we should make, and I'm going to make those moves. So if you guys want to get your opinions out there, make sure you're posting them in the comments. And of course, if you want me to do a live stream with you guys, I can do that for Sunday. So either way, I still plan on getting a Royals video of some sort up this Sunday, whether it be live stream or regular upload. You got to let me know that in the comment section, guys. And also, don't be afraid to let me know what you think we should do with the roster and the offseason moving forward. So long video. I appreciate you guys tuning in to this one. Loaded, to say the least. So I'll see you guys either way on Sunday, whatever you decide. And I'll be back for more Royals. Leave a like if you like this thing. As always, thank you for watching, and peace.